Alright guys, I guess you can hear me now. Motherfuckers. By the way guys, you can hear the game as well, or there's a trouble with the game? Let's try out something. Nope. Seems you cannot hear the game. The desktop audio is not enabled. Let me enable this as well. Roll shit, man. Why it's happening? Yeah. Good. Guys, I will be right back. I will make a break and I will start this analysis, okay? I will restart this actually. Alright, I'm back guys, so let's get this going. First game of the series, they are playing Arabia's Hans War here. Remember that the special things about this game is that they had to play with no walls at all, so they were even using a mod that didn't allow them to build any walls, and we are about to see. So, difference here on the start guys, I'm going very fast through the Dark Age because I've already saw this first minutes, but I was muted. But anyway, Yo started by luring 2 deers as quickly as he could. You can see by his point of view that he was just scouting here with the ship, and he found the opportunity and he went to lure here at least 2 deers to save the ships for later and to make sure that he would have some advantage regarding the food. As for Viper, well, he started with the ship, regular ship, scouting, finding information, got much more information on the first few minutes, but no deer, and now he's coming to lure the deers. And Yo did something different as well. He put only 2 views here on the wood before going to the boar. So with the only 2 on the wood and then going to the boar, he will just harvest the boar way quicker than his opponent, and this would allow him to go for 1 or 2 population less to the next stage. So he could perform a population 20 scouts, population 19 scouts. That's the idea behind this. There we go. He's bringing here the boar, killed him with the TC. 33 views now on the wood. Same for Viper, but only now he's killing the boar. So Yo was already going for the second boar, while Viper was not even thinking about getting to it. So this would allow him to go up a bit faster. And this fast up can be compensated because there is no chance of your enemy to be walled or to make resource walls, so raidings and aggressive play will always be rewarded in this play style. Decided to get the woods on the front, bossy. Getting the 2 woods on the front. Going out for barrels. Oh my god, I wanted so badly to wall this. And he's going guys to start making a few armies before his opponent. He will be able to start making spearmen, and he will use the spearmen in an aggressive way. With the spearmen and the scouts, he can try to force up a fight. He already has 2 scouts, 3 scouts, and only now his opponent will have this stable in order to make the first ones. So how he's going to deal damage now? He's going to try to force a fight here with the Spearman. That's what he's doing. And he's pushing the Spearman out of the eco, because the Spearmen are following him. So while he's pushing the Spearman out of the economy, he was able to get his army on the back and try to target a villager or two. Since there were no walls, this can work in this setting. There we go, first view. Oh my god, look at this. Looks like me when I'm drunk, huh? I sleep like this. Okay. There we go, Spearman on the front, scouts here harassing in the back. Still a huge Spearman war. Both players are now starting to switch their food eco from ships to farms. So farms being added here by both players, both using 4 villagers and the foragers. And there we go, Yo is going early on, guys, for the gold. So 12 minutes, only 14 views here on the food, 13 views on the food, and he's dropping now a mining camp. Spearmen trading their lives for some kills. Viper now has enough scouts to try and go back. Not going for the gold though. Very interesting game. Very, very, very interesting ones. There we go. Ouch. Okay, some raiding attempts. Spearman being used now to defend. Yo is defending with something like 5 Spearmen, man. So he's... I could say this is kind of an overreaction, but no, it's not. He's just making it safe. You have to overreact into army, since you cannot defend with walls. Transition here to archer ranges. Viper as well transitioning to archer ranges. Both doing this transition to scout, from scout to archers. Yo still trying to snipe off some views. Viper now bringing a few archers and the scouts to be able to kill Yo's eco. He wasn't able to kill a view, but he's forcing some idle time. Yo forcing the tower here to protect the gold, but he's still having some issues to defend his back line from the scout and the archers. Now that he has more archers, he can just defend by staying close to the TC range. There we go. And the scouts, well, just complementing it. Another attempt to attack here in the front. Yo still defending. Making our second stable, so guys, he just decided that's a game to be played on full feudal age. There we go. He has 70 farms. He will need a few more to be able to keep those 2 stables working, but he will get one soon. He actually needs 22 farms, guys, to get these 2 scouts and the town center working non-stop. They are working. He's attacking, getting attacked as well. How much upgrades he has for the scouts? Now he has both armor and bloodlines. His opponent has only the bloodlines, no armor. Second stable now for Viper, so Yo tried to go early on for a second stable. Viper for a third archer range. Now Viper has 5 buildings, Yo has only 4, but is massing scouts which are created faster. Okay, Yo started to get some stone and is dropping now more towers around the TCs. Defending with the archers. Try to use the TC range to keep the archers safe. Raiding back and defending with archers. Viper attacking more than one place. But Yo is still dealing more damage, to be honest. Right now Yo is 3 views ahead. But that's not a huge difference. It feels like that you will just force this fight for quite a while. Viper already made 3 stables, but I bet he don't have enough eco to keep all those stables working. Yup, he doesn't. He would need something like 22 farms to keep 3 stables, and he would need something like 30 fucking farms to keep 4 stables. So no. Sorry, to keep 3 stables? And to keep 3 stables, 30 farms, 3 stables in TC. So he still has no eco to do this. This stable is not actually compensating anything. He has no resources on the bank, his eco is a bit crap. So he's having more buildings than his eco can afford. While for MrYo, he has the buildings, he has a few idols, but I bet he has around 22 farms. Let me see. Yes, 20. and some idols. He's close to a fort. Viper trying to bring down a tower. There, a huge fight will blow up here. Towers from both sides. Viper's about to lose the tower because he was fighting against two others. Yet another defensive tower for MrYo. He has like 5 defensive towers here. If you cannot defend with walls, you have to rely on army and towers. That's how they are playing this meta. Raiding non-stop. Keeping only 2 stables and 2 archer range, more than enough to spend army. Huge fight here in the middle. Seems like a good fight for Yo. And Viper resigns, knowing that he's behind on the eco and he couldn't afford losing or getting an even fight. He had to win. He had no tower defense here at all. He made no towers. He was saving his stone, and Yo just used the stone here, and it disallowed him, man, to defend properly. Viper wasted his stone, honestly, on the tower here, so he had no way of defending himself. And I liked Yo approach a bit more. So that was basically it. Alright. Wouldn't like population 19 tower rush also be an option? I think that in this modification tower rush is less powerful because you cannot protect your own towers with walls, so enemy just need to get a lot of views and kill your villagers in your towers. You cannot properly protect the towers. Alright, let's go for the next one. Second game. I like the first one. What are they going to play now? It seems like they are playing with what? Portuguese against Teutons, and the map is what the fuck. The map is a mega random map.
It's a follow!
They are playing Teutons and Portuguese. I don't know how they chose those ships, but whatever, it doesn't matter. So, that's an hybrid map for sure. When you start analyzing, especially since you have the transport ship, you know that there's a lot of fish that you can use. So probably those guys will dock on the feudal age. One of the guys has this right side of the lake with his transport ship, which is Viper. And I believe that Yo has... Oh yeah, Yo has also the right side here as well. So I believe that they are most likely to fight for the right side of the water to save the transport ship here. So both are going to dock here on the right side. There you go. Both docks on the right side. I'm going for the docks, luring. Oh yeah, they have no boars, huh? Interesting. Luring deers to try to get up to feudal. They might have to go for a fast castle, huh? I don't know if they're going to be able to afford an upgrade to feudal to go for a quick lead rush, and they will. Both are doing, okay? I was wrong. Do you offer coaching? I do, Mr. Ronchef. I do. Oh, maps revolted. Okay. Alright, there we go. A fight here. Firegal is fighting. Ugh. Sneaky bastard. Look at this. You cannot blink. This, guys, is Viper's point of view. Fishing on the left, developing on the left, trying to do something on the right, and meanwhile, look at this. He's being landed by MrYo. But he cannot see.
It's a follow!
He's out of the line of sight, so very aggressive play by Yo. And Viper cannot buy time by making a few palisades. Only now making the barracks.
Olá. Why?
I'm gonna drop an archer range probably. And there we go. The 2 ranges from Yo are there. He's trying to buy time by walling with houses. Good job. But he cannot wall this. This area here, you cannot place houses there. So Yo will just use this area to attack him. There we go. Unwallable. He knew it. Trying to go for skirmishers, but not enough numbers. So Yo just decided to tank the skirmishers. Killed some views. Still, I'm not sure this was good for him because despite killing a few villagers, Viper is still fishing here on the left. And it's good fish. Two archer ranges, now dropping a stable. Viper going heavy for the stone. He will try to drop towers, but he's losing a lot of views already to defend. Yeah, that's bad. Now he cannot afford fighting both water and land, so he chose the water to keep his advantage on the eco, but he's being hurt heavily here by Yos on land. Going castle first, do the eco advantage. Going heavy on the stone, which means that he will probably try a transition here to organ guns. Makes sense. There we go. If this castle goes up, guys, he can pretty much kill every building from Yo and get a good defense here. There we go. This castle can just clean all the towers, all the stables, all the ranges, and also allow him to counterattack here using a few organ guns. But meanwhile, Yo is trying to retake this water, and I will be very honest, guys. Retaking the right side of the water doesn't mean much because Viper already fished everything he could fish here. But meanwhile, on the left, he is fishing heavily, so I believe that Yo focused it here on the wrong side on the water because he already lost the right side. Okay, organ guns, castle wage fight now. Viper trying to kill the docks before they can do anything. Making now a monastery. Killing the buildings, developing. He's developing, guys, to click up to Pure Age soon. So he might try to go for some kind of fasting Pure Age. Going now for a second castle. Uh-oh. I do not feel like Yo will let him attack here. Yo placed guard towers to deny the advance of the organ guns. Okay, I guess now. I got it now. So what happened here is Viper went for the organ guns. Yo knew that if he placed a few guard towers, he could defend from the organ guns. Knowing that Viper wouldn't be able to do much with the organ guns, instead of booming, he just decided to go for a fasting pure age to go for traps and still push. That's it. Some guy in the chat said about the fish traps. Honestly, nah. A huge investment. Nah. It's not a must to do that. There we go. Going through Pure Age. Making now siege workshops. Made a Fatoria. Very interesting. Attacking here on the left. Starting some attacks on the right. Yo is also going to Pure Age. Why is Viper not traveling? Why he's not going for trebuchets? He's trying to advance with cannons only, but I think that a few trebuchets could have accelerated the process by a lot. Especially once you consider that Teutons can defend their castles with crenellations. Yo is on Pure Age. Feels like his plan is to hold this castle. That's it. Holding. Defend, converting cannons with monks. Very good. Dropping now siege workshop. He will just defend the castle on the hill. Upgrade crenellations, upgrade. That's why I told that not going for early traps was a mistake. Viper won't be able to take down this castle using cannons soon. There we go. Good defense by Yo. Kept the castle alive. But now he's getting harassed by massive organ guns on this side. Feels like Yo will try to play with cavalry. He's dropping. He's upgrading Paladin. Viper advancing with cannons and organ guns only. Maybe he will miss somehow soon. He developed his eco, guys, with Factorias, so he's probably planning to drop on a lot of towers and castles. There we go. Big paladin push on the open field. No chance for the organ guns. And there we go. Monks also converting the organ guns. That's bad. The middle of the map is very important because most of the wood is concentrated here. There is wood on the sides, but the wood on the middle is much more important. And you also have gold and stone in the middle. So they are probably going to fight now for the middle, and Viper do not have numbers to fight. He'll probably die. Well played by you. Good idea here to drop the guard towers. Better idea to drop one castle, later a second one, and try to hold using them. He uses the castles and the monks to defend, guys. Castle, monks with redemption and cannons. So he didn't use the crenellations as I predicted, but was still very effective. GG. I like this. Esse mesmo, Dodge. Só o nariz aqui, galera, já volto. Be right back, guys. Alright guys, I am back. Back. And let's go now for the next game. So game 1 Arabia, game 2 Mega Random. On Mega Random, what could we learn here? That you can buy time against organ guns by making buildings. And that you can try to defend your buildings from cannons only with cannons and monks. So not a huge deal. That's how you won those games. Let's go for the third one now. What civs are those guys going to play? It seems that they are playing here Magyars versus Mongols, and map is Land Madness. Oh my god, this map is already a nightmare, but now that you won't be able to protect your views, the harassing is gonna happen. I don't know how they are going to play, but I actually know how Viper wants to play. Magyars are good here to go for early
it's a follow
and Spearman with +1 attack. As for MrYo, what the fuck is this? What a fucking raid is this, man? Who the fuck is doing this? Who's the fucker doing this? Oh, Viper. Oh my god. Terrible timing, huh?
it's a follow
Terrible timing, man. You were about to get your ass kicked. Anyway, oh guys, I'm recasting the series here. I'm analyzing and trying to learn something.
It's a follow.
Basically, we just saw the first 2 games. I'm trying to see here the third game, and they're playing in no wall mod. That's nice. Let's go.
It's a follow.
Okay. So Magyars. By the way, guys, if you don't know the channel, I'm Stark. I stream and I pretend that I play good this game. Some people even fall for that. I have a YouTube channel. I have this channel. I will today be analyzing this series within the next 20 minutes, and later I'm going to play some 1v1. So please be invited to keep here, guys, and enjoy whatever.
It's a follow.
Thanks you all for the follows. Let's go for the analysis. So guys, Land Madness, Magyars against Mongols. Viper will probably try to go for Spearman and Scouts. As for you, I don't know, because
it's a follow.
He can try to go for something like opening with archers and later archers and spearmen, and later transitioning to scouts to counter skirmishers, or he can just try to play with
it's a follow
by advancing early on and having the advantage on the uptime like he did on the first game. He will probably drop a mill here. There we go, dropping the mill. He's gonna click up with population.
It's a follow.
19. Let's go for his point of view. So guys, he's clicking here, population 19. So this means that he will go for the scouts. We already got our answer.
It's a follow!
He's going for scouts, still luring deers and eating deers here on the mill, using a lot of hunt. He hasn't made the loom yet, huh? So his way of getting an advantage on the uptime is making the loom after he goes to feudal, when he knows that his enemy is coming for scouts and that he will get no harassment on the arcade at all. So that's working. Let's see for Viper.
It's a follow!
Viper's going up here. He will probably play with only one lumber camp. Interesting. I don't know why, but yeah, okay. There we go. Both are going for stables.
It's a follow!
Yo is making those very ugly houses here. Poor Mongols, man. The event from the Mongols, instead of giving them some nice wonder or something, just giving them some ugly houses.
It's a follow!
That was very bad. Why is this shouting is a follow? Because people following, man. That's a small channel. This should happen like twice a day. It was not programmed to be like this. Oh, okay, look at this. Look at this, guys. While Viper is here messing, guys, the farms and trying out to mess both Spearmen and Scouts, Yo, who opened with more Scouts thanks to the Mongol hunting bonus, is already going for the gold. So this means that he'll either try to go for early bloodlines or that he'll try to go for early archers, which seems to be the case. So a very early archer transition. Viper's going for the farms and MrYo is going for the archers first. Let's see how this will go. Good defense here by both. Second archer range. Probably more views coming to the gold soon. Uh-oh. Both getting harassed. Yo still 1 view ahead. A lot of idle time. Scouts are giving trouble here. Viper has no upgrades, only the extra forging. Same for Yo. Yo is already messing up a lot of archers, guys, and he is finishing to somehow wall his map. And is going to Castle Age. Holy shit, that's a very, very fast Castle Age. I was expecting this to be a full Feudal Age game, to be honest. Very surprising. Viper's trying to open him using the scouts, but only a few views repairing are more than enough here. Yo is coming with archers and spearmen, soon to be crossbowmen, and this will hurt a lot on the eco, man. Look at this. Uh-oh. The only way of Viper now the crossbows and the spearmen is to win by numbers. So numbers are the key here. Nice, man. Can you turn down the volume on the alert? I can. Let me see. I think I can. I'm gonna do it now before we keep the game, or else you guys are going to hate me forever. There we go, there we go, there we go. Alert, alert, alert box. Alert sound. Follow. Where's the sound? Sound volume, lowering the sound. Sound lowered, save it setting. We are good to go. Next follows will be less loud, guys. But only for today. There we go. Using his numbers of scouts, he's just outmassing Yo's army and killing it all. The problem is that his eco is way more exposed. Yo did a very good job here and is even dropping more DCs. So Yo will start to outboom Viper on this moment. And to defend, he just needs to keep army on this small ice passage here. Just a few archers here and he's good to go. There we go. See? Uh-oh. It failed. Alright. Trying to defend now with some camos. Counter-attacking with Cavarchers. Mongols Cavarchers fire faster, so they are very good raiding unit. Viper still doing a good job on defending, but he is already 10 villagers behind. So MrYo is feeling very comfortable and he is going Ravi for the stone. which means that he will
It's a
probably
follow.
play with mango dice. I expect him to drop a castle here. Okay, I didn't. Still, Viper walking here with the scout. He has way too much scout number. Look at this. Look at this amount of scouts, man. Scouts everywhere, 40 scouts. This can pretty much gives him the map control during the feudal and the early castle. He's already starting to make some monks and runs. He wants to attack Yo. He knows that Yo is trying to boom. He wants to go for the aggression. Mango now coming. Yo is still trying to raid with a flick of archers. And he's now starting to go for the mango dice. There we go, a few mango dice defending. He will soon be able to drop, guys, a second castle because of the amount of views he has on the stone. Let's go to his point of views and see what he's doing with 38 extra views. A second castle, okay. Uh-oh. Picking a fight, lost the camels, lost the views. That fight was good for Viper. He killed the army on one side, the views on the other. Still, he has no power to deal with the mango dice right now. He can keep the mango dice on Yo's base because of the numbers, but Yo is starting to feel more and more comfortable once he adds more castles and mango dice. Alright, there we go. Mango dice. Viper trying to pressure now with knights. He's starting to boom or not? Nope. He's 1 TC. All-in. All-in strategy by Viper. Which is bad. You're now adding more stables. And it's the GG because you cannot out-micro mango dice. Honestly, guys, this game was a bit sad. I'm not gonna lie. I was a bit disappointed by that. Isn't the amount of light cap excessive? Well, he needed more, man, you know. He needed more. I think that Yo was very lucky with the map generation, as some have said on the chat, because it's not easy to keep walled and go for a fast castle like he did here. So he was very, very lucky. Before we go for the fourth game, guys, I just need a minute and I will be right back. Sorry guys, my nose is fucking killing me. Was it better for Viper to go 3TCs like Yo? It wouldn't work because he was just wide open, so Yo could keep raiding him, and he wouldn't be able to defend with a full open map. So not gonna happen. If you try to go for the TCs though, Yo would just outboom him because he had the TCs early on, man. The cook's a bit strong. Nah, never. Anyway, let's go now. We are on the fourth game. It's Gold Rush, Aztecs against Britons.
Grayton?
Viper has the Britons, MrYo has the Aztecs. Both civilizations are very good on the setting. Britons usually rely on massing ranged units, such as archers, outproducing their opponents, and working with their extra range and castle age to buy and develop even a bigger advantage. As for Yo, well, he's playing with the Aztecs, so he can try to pressure on the early game, especially early feudal, and he has the potential of using the Eagles, which are quite strong once he is on the Castle Age. So let's see. There we go. Drush here, being denied by some house walls. Men-at-Arm approach here, probably. Or just militia. I'm not sure what Viper would do. Yo harassing the animals. Look at this, man. Oh my god, that's so against the environment. That's so bad for the environment, man. He's killing those species, man. Now they're probably extinct. I do not see any other ostriches on the map. Fucking motherfucker got this species extinct for nothing, man. Anyway. There we go. Men-at-Arms here following the militia. Counter it. Now we are on the feudal age. Yo dropping a range. Viper dropping 2 ranges. So Viper wants to force up a game here with archers and skirmishers. Since, guys, he only has 4 views on the gold, it means that he will be able to keep 1 TC making archers, 1 archer range making archers, and only other 1 making skirmishers. Or they'll get idle, as they are going right now. Focusing on dropping a lot of farms, he likes to do this because it helps him to develop his eco and even get some better uptimes. 14 views on the food already, as you can see. So pretty much he has everything he needs to go to the castle. As for Yo, well, dropping now blacksmith early on. He wants to upgrade the army, while Vipers rely more on the numbers and only now dropping the blacksmith. Let's see how this will go. They fight each other, but despite having 2 ranges, Viper cannot fight because he has no upgrades. Now with the upgrades he can fight. He placed more views on the gold, guys, like 9, so he does want to keep the 2 TCs making only archers, no skirmishers here. He can work with those heals. He will just try to keep those heals, but now Yo is trying to defend with skirmishers. Only 1 range for Yo, very ballsy defense. Oh, that's interesting, look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna tell you why this is interesting. Viper is already dropping, guys, a 2nd barracks and adding men-at-arms. Reason is, he knows that Yo will try to go for eagles. The fact that he only went for 1 range means that he has no intention of going for elite skirmishers or anything like this. And now that he knows that Yo is making more barracks, he has the confirmation that MrYo will try to transition into eagles. What's Viper's doing? He's trying to keep his offensive here by adding men-at-arms to his army composition in order to pressure Yo. I like this approach a lot. Alright, some small micro. Yo is now on castle and he's already dropping a siege workshop. This can be very bad for Viper because 2 or 3 scorpions can just repel this army and force him to go back. Eagles are already being born here, but the issue is the eagles, man, they don't need to fight here, they can raid. And since the map is not, you cannot wall this map, raiding is a very effective weapon. So there he goes, Yo with the raidings within 2 sides, going for mangonels. I thought he would go for scorpions, and also going for more archer ranges. Sorry, for more TCs on the center. Let's go. Eagles are starting to find their first targets, killing 1 view, killing a few archers. Archers have no way of killing them. 2 TCs now, making more farms. Viper's having to go back. He has to idle his barracks a bit in order to go up. Yo is still harassing his eco, making him get idle for a long periods of time thanks to the eagles. Advancing now with the siege. Probably a secondary siege here on the top. There we go, big fight. But the men-at-arms were not upgraded yet. Okay, now he's back on the game because he can use the crossbows and outrange and out-micro the other units. Yo's try a forward siege, maybe he was a bit greedy, maybe 1 here would be okay. He tried to go there and he's not being able to do so. What can Yo do if he doesn't want to fight? He can raid. So there we go, back to the raidings. counter-attack attempt by Viper, but he's not being able to find anything, while the ratings are just killing his eco even more. 30 view advantage already, almost 30 view advantage for MrYo. The archers are having some troubles here to land some hits. Not being able to wall is very bad for the eco. The Aztecs are exploiting that. Sorry for that. Long swordsman and crossbows against Mango on defense. Yo is out-booming Viper and he knows, so he's not in a hurry to deal with his army. He just wants to keep harassing the eco and to go to Imperial Age, which is what he's doing. Another castle for Yo, this will be great in order to help defending his eco. But he's starting to lose town centers, so now he should start to get worried because he's starting to lose the economy because of the amount of long swordsmen and crossbowmen that Viper is doing. And Eagles, they never stop raiding. Never.
Yay.
There we go. Still trying to use the big armies, but right now MrYo is being able to mass a lot of elite eagles, and he just needs to win one fight to finish the game off. Viper cannot allow himself to lose any fight here, or else he will be doomed, because the Aztec can replace this army within the blink of an eye, with all these barracks and all this gold being collected here. Ratings, as you guys can probably see, are not ceasing. There we go for the final fight. Uh-oh, GG. No? Okay. You know better. Huh? Okay. I'm not the one playing. Okay. Don't resign then. But I honestly do not feel any hope here. GG. That was harsh, guys. Not being able to wall makes raiding strategies a lot better, man. A lot better. That was actually the 4th game. We are going now to the 51 already, guys. I'll just make another small break here before we go for the 50th game of this series, which will be Spanish against Persians on this map that's called the Condom or something, I don't know. Alright guys, I'm back. So right now what's happening on this map? This map that is actually called Bay has this small lake here between the two players that always start on the left side of the map. So here game goes like this. You can either fight to have those fishes on the early feudal age, but by that you would probably have to go up very fast. So civilizations like the Persians from MrYo or like the Mongols can excel on this map, or you can try to wall yourself or try to fight for the land. If you fight for the land, there's plenty of deers here on this outer land that you can use, especially a 8 deer pack far away from the base, but not so far away. Outside, unwallable, but still you can use them. So for that reason, one of my favorite civs for this map is or are the Mongols, because you can either go for the water fight and quickly up and go up very fast, or you can go for the deers, and later the map is very open, it's huge, there's a lot of resources, and having the mobility of the Mongol units such as the Mangudai can be very good here. Vipers go for the Spanish, as whenever you go for the Spanish, what I always expect is that you try to put up some conquistador play. And Yo is already coming here to dock. About the scouts, Viper is actually scouting the whole map. And his villagers coming here to dock. As for MrYo, he scouted the map, but only this small area. And he's trying to wait here with his scout to try and harass a villager from Viper. And honestly, I like this approach because since you cannot wall the view, the scout just has to find the villager and he can deny a dock. Let's see if that's what happened here, probably. Oh my god. There we go. Oh, escaped it. And still made the dock. But lost the view. So, Yo was able to do some harassment. He's dropping out fishing ships. Since Yo is Persian, guys, he starts with extra food and wood. And he can go up faster to Feudal Age. So I bet that MrYo can probably win the water, while Viper will have to play in a different way. Let's take a look on his eco then. Already going for the meal. He made, guys, 2 fishing ships, but he knows that he won't be able to fight for the water. So he's going up here without much hope of being able to go for the water. Also going for the meal. So land approach for Viper, water approach here, one dog for Yo, and oh my god, a massive forward here. Metatarman towers to get rid of these stones and golds that Viper has all in the front. There comes the push, forcing Viper to make the tower. Viper trying to counter it with builds, but the problem is how will he be able to defend the other side? He's trying to go heavy for the stone. But MrYo has a huge eco lead, guys. Just to make a small break on this game, look at this. With only 1 fire galley, he was able to deny Viper all the fishing ships, and he's now fishing with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 galleys. So this pretty much gives Yo a much better eco. He has right now a villager advantage thanks to that, from 6. Of course, because of the fish, and because he was able to kill a view as well. Hard one.
Sí.
¿Mande?
Sí. Mande.
Harassing Viper's eco still with the infantry. Viper tried to counterattack with the scouts, but he couldn't land any big hit. A tower now to deny another stone. Viper sending a lot of views here forward in order to try to get the gold. He saved up some stone. He's now trying to get this. That was a smart move. But he's now starting to lose even his farms, and he's getting denied most of his essential resources. His only hope now is to delay the enemy until he goes castle and tries to play with conquistadors, which is probably the play that he's trying to put on here. Oh my god, what is this? The sloppy play. He lost like all the views, man, to the army, and he's losing the towers because Yo also made the armor to be more resistant. That was very sloppy play, but I cannot blame him. You cannot wall the towers, so even the towers are not great tools of defending because the enemy can just get some melee units and rush them. Ouch. That one hurt. That one hurts. Holy shit. Okay, still fine. Let's go for the 6th game, guys. We are 2 games from ending the series and 2 games from playing 1v1s. Let's go. Game 6 now. Another break. Fucking cat allergy that I got today. It will be Arabia. There we go. Let's go for the sixth game. When did you start playing Age of Empires? Long time, maybe 2002 or 2003, around that. How to get the record games? You can access those record games. They were posted on AOE Zone. Anyway, let's go here for the sixth game. It's Arabia, Japanese against Inca. Japanese can open strong with men at arms and switch to archers. Their early game is very good. They can go for population 20 without a trouble. As for the Inca guys, especially in the hands of Yo, they are a very aggressive civ. He can use the views with armor to harass the opponents. I have played 2 Arabias against Yo in the past few days and he used Incas in both times, so it's one of his favorite civs to play the Arabia, sorry. Anyway, let's see what they are going to do. I'm expecting Men at Arms from Viper and Villager Rush from Yo. And it seems I'm wrong because we can already see a barracks here for Yo. And a barracks here for Viper as well. Rush coming, 3 militias. Viper clicking up to Feudal first. He cannot protect his view because of the no wall mod. That's how stupid this is, man. I don't like this at all. Oh my god. He's having to house wall the views. Upgrading all the men at arms. Trying a counter attack on MrYo, who's still harassing his eco here. He's making more men at arms to defend himself. 2 archer ranges here for Yo. Archers already being able to defend from the men at arms, and Viper's a bit late on his armies. Only now he's starting to make the skirmisher. Defended finally, but Yo is already there to raid him back with archers. Defending with skirmishers. Remember that Yo has Incas, guys, so he can add a few eagles to his army composition, even on feudal, and they are good to fight against skirmishers. Archers coming here, try to sneak behind Vipers. There we go. Defensive tower for Yo. Archers killing a lot here. At least idling the eco, if not killing. Okay. Big skirmisher fight. Both here on feudal. Viper will be able to click up faster, but he's getting raided by both eagles and archers, and that's what I'm talking about. The skirmishers are great, but a few eagles, especially if they had armors, they don't, can harass all those skirmishers here. There we go. Eagles killing everything. Unfortunately, they had no armor, so they will die. Unfortunately for you, of course. There we go. Viper reaching castle a bit early on, upgrading the crossbowman. Yo trying to attack now on the left side. Viper trying to attack on the front. We can see an Eagle Warrior transition here for Yo. And Viper has his gold exposed. Now he brings up the crossbows, microing them, but losing them on the front. Crossbows are very micro intensive, while eagles are less micro intensive, to be honest. You don't have to read and run. You just have to attack or go back with the eagles. They are quite easy to use. Yep. Not enough numbers to fight against the eagles. Trying to go for more crossbows. Mangonel coming now for Yo. Mangonel and eagles against crossbows. Both units can counter the crossbows, but he's still surviving using some micro. But way too much idle time. All this idle time here, guys. It's what you suffer when you don't wall the map. I cannot see him coming out of this situation because Yo is booming, he's not, and he's suffering a lot with the armies here. I cannot see a comeback. That's a very hard situation. Honestly, that's the GG. Well, I feel like after losing 5 games, you are not so fast here. Just a tip, because some people could misinterpret sounds like this. Oh my god. People can. Oh my god. If I don't mute the microphone, people will think that I'm not using drugs. Oh my god. I don't care with this, man. No problem. But I will I will use your advice here, and I will mute the microphone now on this last break before the last game. Okay? Just a second. Game 7. Just so you guys have the preview, we are going to watch here. What the fuck is this? A mega random, a very weird one between Aztecs from Viper and Indians from MrYo. To be very honest, whenever I see Aztecs and Indians, I would give the advantage to the Aztecs. Estão pensando. Eu só tô com alergia de gato. É por causa do barulho do nariz. E porque eu tô aceleradão. No, you fuckers, I'm not a fucking addicted, man. Come on. Oh man, don't be disappointed. I'm not addicted. I'm addicted to cats, and that's a cat allergy. That's what's actually going on here, to be honest. Anyway, let's go for the last game here. It's Aztecs against Indians in this mega random desert map here. There are some huge hills, and both players are just born into
It's a follow!
So I expected, obviously, a very open game, since they can't wall. And I would give this to the Aztec because whenever it comes to mass and army, Aztecs can be much more effective. All their military buildings work faster. They have the eagles that are created faster as Aztecs as well. So that's it. Show us the cats. Nah. Nah. Eu gosto, você não quer trazer aqui? Você quer trazer aqui pra mim? Vai lá buscar pra mim e eu mostro aqui então. Então, traz aqui que eu pego, velho. Olha o trabalho de trazer os gatos aqui. Sim. Anyway, let's go here, back to the game, guys. Aztecs opening here with a drush. Countered rush by Indian. Just enough militias to make the Aztec go away. Now both players will probably have to go to the next stage. They are probably going to have to go to the feudal. There you go. Players going to the feudal age. Not much to be seen here. What is Yo doing? Oh my god, look at this. Forward views. There we go. That's not the first time we see he doing this. Being very aggressive. A forward tower out of Viper's range. Oh no, it's on the range, whatever. Took down this wood. Making now an archer range. Probably a second tower if he can. Viper walled down his men-at-arms. But he won't keep them here forever, right? Second tower up. Men-at-arms will probably die. Tower will go down to the views. good defensive reflexes here. And he's now going to the castle. He was going for a fast castle. Crazy son of a bitch. A fast castle in this open map? I'm not a huge fan. There we go. Very smart move from Yo here with the houses and finally getting down with the tower. More archers coming. Ouch. Eagles trying to raid, but this time, different from the Gold Rush game, the Aztec is being pressured by towers and he doesn't have enough eco to make siege or to keep raiding non-stop. Viper's eco is a very minimalistic one here since he went for a fast castle, so he cannot just afford losing much eagles in the process. Trying to go for a monastery.
Hey Stark, we got a new sub, man. Thanks the dude before he regretted.
Mr. Peace, thanks for the sub, man. Holy crap. Healing the eagles. This doesn't look good for the Aztec. I don't know what army Indian can use here. Probably Cav archers, huh? Or, oh my god, look at this. Or massed longswordman can work as well, since Viper has no siege and no way of defending himself, right? Longswordsman killing and the eagles are not enough to counter those guys. And meanwhile, Yo is developing his eco, making now a third town center already, so he's way ahead. Holy crap. Viper still playing 1TC, now going for his own longswordsman to defend. But the problem is Yo might come here once again to make a forward move and drop
a follow.
castle. Castle being dropped, huge fight, and that's the GG. Or not. He might try a bit more, but I don't see many hopes here. Tower to deny the gold. Another huge fight, and we have the double G. Ouch. Yo style, guys, seem to be very, very effective in this matchup. I think that it was a huge mistake from Viper to try a fast castle in a map where he cannot wall himself.